Good evening, YouTube. Robert Alvarez the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting in a Fan. I hope you and yours in YouTubeland are happy and healthy, safe and well. Right now the time is approximately 9:38 p.m. Eastern Time, and the date is Monday, February 7th, 2022. The moon is waxing in Taurus, and the sun is transiting in Aquarius. I wanted to keep this video short and sweet, and I wanted to give you some various updates about various things. So first, I have the honor and pleasure of returning to Notions and Potions in beautiful Beacon, New York this month. I will be returning, and I will be available for sessions on Friday, February 18th, Saturday, February 19th, and Sunday, February 20th, 2022. By the time you watch this video, the video and the upcoming, the video and the accompanying blog post for my return to Notions and Potions this month will have already been published and live. In addition to being available at Notions and Potions in the store this month, I will be back next month in March of 2022. And I believe the dates are the same, just starting with March as opposed to February. But that is also in the accompanying blog post and video for those dates as well. And in addition to returning to Notions and Potions in March after February, after this month, I will have the honor and pleasure of being at the at the Moon, Serpent and Bone Market and in Poughkeepsie at the Locust Grove Estate, Poughkeepsie, New York. And it is officially the 4th Annual Ostara Market. And in many magical traditions, Ostara is the name of the vernal equinox. This particular market is occurring exactly 2 days before the vernal equinox, or at least in my part of the world. Those of you who live in the southern hemisphere, it is the beginning of autumn for y'all. So, and then in April, I'm going to be going someplace that I've never been to before. Similar state, but I will not say... well, I don't need to say the state, because once I tell you that I'm not going to Philadelphia, you'll have a good idea as to which state it is. My visiting this particular municipality in Pennsylvania is not a vacation. I will be available for sessions by phone and by video. It is not necessarily a working vacation. It's a combination of both. But it really isn't a vacation, and I do want to let you know that you don't have to wait until May to schedule a session with me if you don't get a chance to schedule a session with me in March. But I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't mention this a lot, but it just so happens that I happen to be a level 8 Google local guide, and I am now currently less than 1,000 points away from being a level 9. And I'm very excited about that, because I really, I needed to wait for things to reopen and things to have in-person customers to be able to rack up the points. So I don't know what perks are available to me as a level 9, but I expect to find out probably prior to the end of March. Although I did say that after April I would be a Google level 9 Google local guide, and here I am less than 1,000 points away from that, so we'll see what happens. The other thing that I want to mention is that, so after March of 2022, I will not be back at Notions and Potions until May of 2022. And again, when I'm at Notions and Potions, I am available for in-person sessions, phone sessions, and video sessions. So if you do want to avail yourself of a phone session or a video session, you don't have to wait until I'm back home. You are more than welcome to have it while I'm physically at the store. I just need to make sure that everything gets squared away. And I know that, and I almost forgot to mention, I definitely have one appointment scheduled already on Saturday, February 19th, 2022 from 3 to 4 p.m. So that time is already unavailable. But I keep saying that when it comes to scheduling your sessions with me at Notions and Potions, whether it's in person, whether it's by phone while I'm physically at the store, or by video while I'm physically at the store, my recommendation is always book as soon as possible and book as early as possible, because that way you guarantee the time. And keep in mind that when I'm at Notions and Potions, I do use Notions and Potions rates, and I do, anybody who finds out about me through Notions and Potions, they absolutely are entitled to those rates. I remember somebody had found out about me through my YouTube channel, and I did not know that she wanted Notions and Potions rates. So when she replied back and she's like, oh, I didn't realize it was that much. I thought it was this much. And then I was like, oh, so you wanted to use Notions and Potions rates. So please keep in mind that the rates for sessions at Notions and Potions are the same with every reader in the store, number one. Number two, my rates at Catland at the present time are $10 more than the rates of all of the other practitioners at Catland. And by the way, Catland is not yet offering in-person sessions. It's done virtually right now. It's still being done virtually. So, and of course, my rates at the Moon, Serpent, and Bone markets, they're all different. And they're all different from what I charge outside of those places. So it's very important to keep in mind how you find out about me and what rates you're looking for. Every once in a while, I will remember to ask somebody, how much are you looking to spend? But most of the time I forget, because in my mind, it doesn't even come across. It's like, and I probably, because I keep telling people my rates are not the same. So then when I tell people what my rates are, they can let me know if that works for them or if they were expecting something else. So just be very clear when you contact me to schedule your appointment, to book your session, let me know how you found out about me and what rates you're expecting to pay. Because if you don't tell me that, then I'm going to go with what I normally charge outside of those places. And you're going to be like, ah! And I don't want to give you that kind of a moment, because I don't think you need that kind of a moment. Anyway, so I'm also looking forward to an event this year that I have participated in since its inception, with the exception of 2020, and that is FlameCon. FlameCon is the premier LGBTQIA+ Comic Con, and it started in Brooklyn in, I believe it was 2014 or 2015, I don't remember the year offhand, and I think the reason why I'm not remembering is because I once read an article online, and the person who wrote the article put its inception for the second year of its existence. And I remember commenting on the article, and I wrote, please be advised that the first year of FlameCon was this year. In fact, I wrote a blog post about it. Here are the links. So yeah, and then he corrected it and all that other good stuff. So I was very happy about that. But this year, assuming everything continues to go well, FlameCon is going to be an in-person event. Now, I'm hoping that it becomes in-person and virtual. And that's more for the people who are not able to physically attend in person. Because, and there may be some people who don't want to physically attend, who want to do it virtually. But I don't remember seeing anything about it being offered virtually in addition to in person. So I'm kind of hoping that they do offer that, especially for those people who want to register. And and I was more than happy to participate last year, and I was like, and it's free last year. It was free last year, but depending upon what you wanted to get, like the different goodies, you paid a little amount. You paid a certain amount. I wanted all the goodies. I wanted the Zoom backgrounds. I wanted the T-shirt. I wanted the stickers. I wanted the pin. I wanted every goodie available, so I happily paid the $50 USD. I'm like, yes, I want all the goodies. Tier 5, baby, Tier 5. So this year, it is going to be from Saturday, August 20th to Sunday, August 21st. Drake and I have two wonderful friends who have already reserved the hotel rooms. And we're keeping our fingers crossed because right now the only hotel rooms that were available were with full-size beds. It's not a fetish for me, but when I stay in a hotel, because I have a full-size bed at home, I am very happy when either a queen-size bed or a king-size bed is available. And I actually reserved a hotel a few hours ago for when I go to Notions and Potions, and the hotel has a king-size bed. Oh my God. If I had space in my bedroom for a king-size bed, I'd be like, let's go. We're getting this, because it's just like, it's so dreamy. And believe me, I've been on some very soft king-size beds and I sleep like a baby without a care in the world. I still remember going to a hotel, I think it was in September of last year, 2021, when I had the opportunity to finally return to Notions and Potions. And oh my great goddess, that king-size bed was gloriously comfortable. I just was like, oh. I remember taking a nap, and that nap was just glorious. And I must admit, part of me thought that taking that nap was going to mess up my sleep cycle. Not for a second. Then again, as some of you know, there is an amazing product called Zen Zees, which is a BioTrust product, and it has answered so many of my prayers. It is effective, it is safe, it is extremely reasonably priced, and it is just chock full of completely natural, organic ingredients, and I am just so happy to use it. I'm not a BioTrust snob, but I'm very happy with what BioTrust offers. They have a lot of amazing products that are wonderful for being physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically healthy and well. And I'm very happy with them. I really am. Anyway, so I'm very much looking forward to returning to FlameCon in person. I honestly cannot wait. And I'm very happy that they are doing everything in their power to stop the spread of COVID-19. Any and all participants that are at least 5 years of age must be vaccinated. And I'm actually looking forward to getting my booster shot this week. And I had a tough time scheduling appointments, but there have been a lot of places in my area that have started offering COVID-19 booster shots. So I'm very happy about that, and I'm very relieved about that, because every time I was scheduling an appointment with either CVS or Walgreens, it would be canceled. Not to mention the fact that, you know, I'm one of those people that I don't have a problem scheduling an appointment for a later date. And quite frankly, in my life, medically speaking, I'm so used to doing that. So in my mind, I'm like, well, I should be able to do the same thing. Like, why is this an issue? Why can't I schedule an appointment before the date that I'm eligible to make the appointment for after? Because in my mind, I'm like, well, that doesn't really make any sense. But as I say all too often these days, they didn't consult me. And everybody who is in the presence of other people must be wearing a face mask. If one is indoors in all the different panel rooms and the shopping areas, they must be wearing a mask inside of the hotel. And I'm okay with that. I am very happy that there are people who are not interested in perpetuating this nonsense about how COVID-19 is a hoax. And as somebody that now knows 3 people who died of COVID-19, I find that hoax theory extremely insulting. Like, I'd rather you call me a pedophile than tell me you think COVID-19 is a hoax. I'd rather you call me something else, faggot, homo, queer, that, you know, well, queer isn't a slur. You know, call me something that is a slur. Call me something that is extremely slanderous and libelous, then tell me that, then say to my face, or even on the internet, that COVID-19 is a hoax, because I cannot think of anything more insulting. But in the meantime, I do expect to return to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania this year. I don't know when. It will probably be either after April, or rather, actually, let me rephrase that. It'll either be before August of this year or after August of this year. But I promised myself that after not having been to Philadelphia for more than 4 years, I cannot abide by the thought of not returning to Philadelphia at least once every year. So I just don't know when. And I stand for the magical miracle that I return to New Hope, Pennsylvania this year as well. I was unable to go last year, which was not the end of the world, but I really, even though there were extenuating circumstances as to why I couldn't return last year, I still felt like I broke a sacred promise to myself. And, I'm one of those people that I don't like to break promises. I truly believe that my word is my bond. And I truly believe in honoring what I say I'm going to do. Anyway, so YouTube, I want to begin to close this video. Thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you so much for honoring Drake and everything he does. I really am looking forward to other updates, occasional updates. And the great goddess reminded me of something else, which is a bit of sad news, but I found out a few hours ago that John Jennison, also known as John C. Jennison Jr., who is the creator and illustrator of the Mystic Male Tarot deck, died. He died, I believe he died either today or sometime this past weekend. And I was reading his bio on the Geeks Out website. Geeks Out is the producer of FlameCon. Durga, leave the ring light alone. I know you want to play with it, but no, you need to leave it alone. You know what? No, I know you want to play with it, but no. So you need to leave the ring. I know, but you know what? You're not going to play with the ring light right now. Now I'm going to hold you and give you lots of love and kisses. Say hello to the camera. Look at that cute little face. Is there a close-up possible? Isn't she so cute? Look at how cute that little face is. That cute little face. Look at that cute little face. So like I was saying, unfortunately, John C. Jennison Jr. died. When I was reading what Geeksat had written about him, he was a board member, and he stepped down to focus on his health and well-being. It's very sad, because I truly hoped that this would be the year that I meet him in person. So I really am saddened, and I'm still like... I'm still... I don't know what the right term is. I just don't. I want to say I'm in a state of disbelief, because it's not every day that I think about people dying. I mean, I know that death is a part of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. But I don't... I'm holding you until the video's over, because you kept knocking down the ring light, and I'm not having that. So you're going to have to suffer with me giving you lots of love, love, love. Okay? I know you don't want love, love, love. You want to play right now, but it's okay. I'm punishing you. But with love, love, love. So John C. Jennison Jr. died. And I'm very sorry that he died, because I would have loved to have met this brilliant and talented, beautiful artist and human being. But I am going to continue and conclude his Mystic Male Tarot More Than a Walkthrough series. And part of me wonders if the reason why he died was as a way of guaranteeing that this would be the year. Anyway, so aside from that, thank you to all of you in YouTube land for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you also for honoring Drake, my awesome audiovisual person, for my YouTube videos and everything he does. I wish all of you the happiest and healthiest and brightest and most bountiful of blessings, of wealth, health, and happiness, of joy, riches, and success. And good night. Have a beautiful week. Have a wonderful weekend. And stay tuned for the next video. So say good night, Durga.